I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out.
Welcome to Metamorphosis Media Productions. I'm your host, M Square, and in today's episode, we're going to look at the WNBA Rookie of the Year watch. As we know yesterday, Clark put up some historic numbers again, and we're going to look at what she's done so far this season, and we're just at the halfway point. Hold on to your seat. We're about to get started. No matter which side of the debate you are on, be it for Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, one thing we have to admit, both have been highly competitive since their college careers, and both are highly competitive at the WNBA level. We're going to take a look at just a few of Caitlin Clark's accomplishments thus far, and we're only halfway through the season. And the records keep falling and or created. I don't know what pundits are going to say about Clark in this Rookie of the Year race, but it's hard to ignore what she has accomplished so far. Let's take a look at a few of the things that she's done so far. And again, we're only halfway through the season, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway through the season. Look at these stats that I'm about to post, and I'm going to just let you marinate on that while we watch together. I'm dating myself when I bring up this conversation. But back in the day, when Larry Bird was and played Magic Johnson in the NCAA men's final, we did not know how good Larry truly was until he got into the NBA. And for years, well, maybe not quite years, but just say for halfway through the season, there were a lot of people of color in denial that this guy was as good as any other brother that has played basketball. And I fear this is the second coming of this issue in today's generation. Some people are just afraid to admit that the girl can play. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But at some point, you got to give props where they're due. You have to. You can't keep taking away her accomplishments to build up another player. If you don't have the context to make a legitimate argument for Rookie of the Year, if you have to tear down Caitlin Clark or make it look like her stats are trivial, or in some content creators' mind, they went into an advanced look at some stats just to say that Angel Reese was a better player. Hey, whichever side of the argument that you're on, it's good for the sport. It's good for the conversation. It's good for the WNBA. As Eazy-E once said, all publicity is good publicity. But let's just keep in mind one thing, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. The girl can hoop. Caitlin Clark can straight up hoop with the best of them. As we're going to look at, and as we've been looking at, all of the records she has put up, all of the numbers she has put up, and we're only halfway through the season. Halfway through the season. I'm going to wear that out during this video, but we got to keep it in mind. We're just halfway through the first part of her NBA career, and look at what she's done thus far. So say what you will, you got to admit, Caitlin Clark can hoop.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets,